Hey, my little raggities, what is up? How are we doing? How are we feeling? If you are new here, I am Raina Swan, aka Big Raggedy, aka your new book bestie, and I'm glad you're here. If you watched last video, you already know this video was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I'm here and I'm doing it, and I have the questions, I have the answers, and we're gonna get into this video. Y'all already know I'm not coming with the original questions. Y'all already know I'm going to switch it up. I'm gonna do my own thing, okay? Right. So the first question on the list is best book you've read so far this year. And I'm not gonna even try to be like, oh, I don't know, this was so hard. It wasn't. The best book this year so far is King of Ashes. Now, so far, I've read 76 books this year. And for that to immediately be like my top, you know it was bomb. And if you haven't read it, what are you waiting for? I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting at home and an email came through and I said, oh, I got the arc. And when I got the arc, my life was forever changed. So if you have not read King of Ashes, you need to. You don't even need to read the synopsis. Just know that it's good. And we're gonna move on. Okay, so the next question that I have is books that deserve a movie adaptation. So this one I did have to think about a little bit more, because when I saw Tiffany D. Jackson post a video on her page to promote Blood in the Water, I was so invested in her little trailer because I was like, oh my God, this was done really, really well, and it's giving Netflix, it's giving Peacock, it's giving Hulu. Somebody call my girl. And so my original answer was going to be Blood in the Water because the execution of the trailer that she put on her page was done so well. And I was like, I can definitely see this being a series for the children, for the young adults. But if anybody deserves a book to film adaptation, it would be the one and only Geneva Rose. Okay, and I would definitely love to see The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose as a series or a film, because she slayed this book. Oh my goodness, the plot twist, the suspense, it was all done so well. And so yeah, I would love to see that book be a little something, you know? So next question, books that made you say, oh, we in danger for real. So a book that made me say we in danger for real is Night Watcher by Daphne Wollstonecraft. I think that's how you say that lady last name. It don't even matter. The book was good. I really enjoyed it. I didn't know who to trust. I was scared the entire time. So definitely check that out. I think it drops in August, or it might already be out. I don't know, but I enjoyed it. I loved how they started off throwing you right into some real haunting hot mess. So very, very good time. A book that made you side eye every character. And this is a book that I literally just read. It is called The Killer's Therapist by Chrissy Barrett. And you guys, I read this with our book club, the official chapter chat. And when I tell you, that main character was just dusty. She got on my last good goddamn nerves. And I don't got too many of those left. So we're gonna move on before she pisses me off again. Biggest disappointment. Unfortunately, this book taught me that I do not like dark romance. And that's okay. Dark romance is a delicacy. You have to have a certain level of passion to enjoy dark romance. And I don't have that, unfortunately. But Call Me Mrs. Taylor by Shay Sanders did a good job of really fucking up my day. I did not enjoy that book whatsoever. I did read it to the end just to see how things were going to be shooken up, and I was not shaken enough. It started off really, really good, and as it kept going, it just got really ridiculous for me. So we're gonna move on. Yeah, a book that had no business being that damn good. For me, it would absolutely be The Filling Station. The Filling Station by Vanessa Miller was just so good. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. We get a lot of stories about the Tulsa Race Massacre, and none of them, I feel, has done their ones, you know, like Miss Vanessa. Okay, we got the before, the middle, the after, and she just did not leave us stuck in the middle of tragedy. She walked that thing out and showed us how them people overcame and rebuilt their legacy. So kudos to Miss Vanessa Miller, because I was not expecting to love that book the way that I do. So a love interest that is toxic that you still text back. This might come as a little shock, a little surprise, but I actually would text back Smoke. I know I talked a lot of mess about Demon and Smoke being really toxic, and they still are, and I would not date those men to save my life. Unlike homegirls in the book. Yeah, no. But I would text Smoke back, you know, because he's a little seasoned thing. You know, I think he just needed somebody a little more mature, you know what I'm saying? So I you know, let him take me out, you know, a couple of days or something, give me a little lobster, a little crab, a little steak, a little something, see what he's talking about. But that's about it. But yeah, I definitely would text Smoke back. You know, he gives me a good time vibes for sure. Yeah. Newest fictional crush. Okay, when the book Only for the Week came out, everybody was like, Rome is my man. But I got a new one, y'all. Ain't nobody doing it like Maverick Bell from Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. Ain't nobody doing it like him, okay? Maverick is my new fictional crush, okay? He can buy me a grill, fly me around town, take me to Pound Town. Hey, not only did Maverick tell this lady, I want you, but he showed her and he showed out, okay? He said, I don't care what the people say. I'm gonna love you anyway. I said, I know that's right. So Maverick is absolutely my new fictional crush, okay? But I don't want no problems with Hendrix, so I'm you know, Hendrix seemed like she could fight. So I'm gonna step back a little bit, girl. That's all you, boo. That's all you. So next on the list is a book that you DNF'd. So I did DNF A Little Life. A Little Life is by Hanaya Yanagihara. And first of all, Hanaya, I love that name. You know, if I get a pet turtle or something in the future, I'm definitely naming it Hanaya. That is such a pretty name. But I definitely did DNF this book. Now, what I was explaining to a couple of people in my Discord group, Raggedy Reads, I was explaining to some of them that, like, I actually think that this book would do really well as a series, so that each character can get their own shine and we could focus on each character in its entirety instead of it just being lumped into one gigantic book and it being overwhelming. I'm still trying to decide if this is a soft DNF or a hard DNF. I know I told someone a hard pass, a hard DNF, but you know, I'm a person that if you tell me I knew you was gonna DNF that book, I'm gonna go back and read it just to prove your ass that I could actually finish the book. But I don't know if I feel like doing that. I don't know if I feel like proving y'all wrong. Cause y'all was acting like y'all know me for real. Like I knew you was gonna DNF that, but you didn't know. Okay, you was right. So like you don't gotta rub it in my face. Like chill on me for a little bit. I'm trying new stuff. Like my God, can your girl grow? Like How you know I wasn't going? How you know I wasn't 80% in? I was just like, you know, like, whatever. Y'all know me. We're gonna move on. A book that made you cry. Y'all know it's coming. It's coming. Junie. Okay, y'all knew this book was coming. Junie made me cry. If you need to know why it made me cry, you can go back and watch the video, listen to the video, and understand why. I will keep saying it. For those who haven't read this book, I resonated with this book solely from a grieving perspective, from someone who has lost a sibling, and I also resonated with this book from a perspective of young love. Definitely was boohoo crying, sliding down the shower wall, reading Junie by Erin Crosby Eckstein. So she did a really, really good job with this one. A book that made you happy. Now this is gonna come as a little tee shocker because it is a thriller, and thrillers aren't necessarily supposed to make you happy, but this one absolutely did. And it is Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. This book made me happy because I was not expecting to love this book the way that I did. When I saw this little janky thing at Goodwill, I said, oh, I've seen this book before. I think this is on my TV. I'm just gonna pick it up. But I did not expect to enjoy it the way that I did. My favorite character in this book is the grandma. I loved her. She was funny as hell, and she had me smiling. I probably shouldn't have been smiling as much because this is supposed to be a who damn done what. So yeah, I absolutely enjoyed this book, and it made me smile while reading it. I was locked in. Okay, next is Most Beautiful Book That You Bought This Year, and it would have to be This Could Be Forever. This cover is gorgeous. Now, This Could Be Forever is by Ebony Liddell, but I'm loving the purple font just tucked off into the top. I love the floral patterns and lines in leaf stems throughout the words forever. The color blast within the word forever is super pretty. It has yellow, pink, green, a turquoise, a lavender, and the flowers it's just a mixture of sunflowers and tropical flowers and roses, and it just really is a gorgeous cover. When you have this type of design and lettering on a white background, it just makes the cover pop, and it really draws your eyes to the cover, and it makes you want to read it. I don't even know what this book is about, but the cover is beautiful. So absolutely 1000% love this cover, and I probably will be reading this soon, so we shall see. So what books do you need to read by the end of the year? All of them, every single one on my show. But if I had to choose one, or one that I'm most excited to get into, it would definitely be The Troop by Nick Cutter. It is a horror about a Boy Scout master who is doing a camping trip with his, troopettes. I don't even know what they call them, little things, little boys. He's doing a trip in the woods with his boys, right? And some creepy, eerie stuff just starts happening. Some shape shifting, if you will. I really enjoyed A Mass of Flies and What the Woods Took, and I'm expecting the same eerie, haunting experience. So every time I look at my little blue card and look at all the books that I want to read for the month, I really stare at this book a lot because I'm like, I really want to read it. But I'm a person who is really into themes, and so I know I'm saving this for October, and it's probably be one of my first reads for October. So yeah. So a genre that you didn't expect to enjoy this year, but you ended up loving it anyway. So a genre that I did not expect to really love this year is historical fiction. I feel like the authors who have been dibbling and dabbling in historical fiction, they have really done a really good job. Now, I don't know if it's only Black historical fiction that I enjoy or all historical fiction that I enjoy, because I haven't stuck my pinky toe into any other historical books other than the Black historical fiction books that I've read this year. Now, if you have some really good historical fiction books that you want to recommend me, you can leave it down in the comments, because I am on the hunt for some really good ones. I do have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo on my shelf, and I was informed that that's historical fiction. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yes, if you have some really good recs, put them in the comments, okay? And I will get to them, because I'm really enjoying that genre this year. So I just want to see if this is just like a little one time for the one time, or if this is something that I really like for real. Last question is, what's your favorite post you've done so far this year? So like favorite bookish content. And my favorite bookish content would be the Family Matters post, aka Readers Matters post that I posted on Instagram, and then I shortened it for TikTok. But I love that little video. It was like my first real shot at making original content and not doing voiceovers, because if you follow me on other platforms, you will see I do a lot of voiceovers. But this time around, I got to create an original piece of content that I actually loved for real, and I was able to execute each personality really well. And I really wish that video would have blew up even more than it did. But the great thing about content is that once it's out there, years and years down the line, it could go viral at any moment. Just the right person has to come across it and share it. So yeah, that would definitely be my favorite TikTok and Instagram post that I did this year. Now, my favorite content over here on YouTube that I've done would probably be the video Bookish vlog, book thrifting, Kindle decorating, Hobby Lobby run. Now, that is a video where I was right in the middle of like a police investigation, and I was stuck in a parking lot with my tire flat and I could not go anywhere. And the police choppers was hovering over my car, and it was just a chaotic time. But I love chaotic videos like that because it just gives me so much to work with. Like that video, I love that video. And then that was also like the video that I was talking about how Hendrix and Maverick was getting it in, doing it nasty. Well, I was getting my hair done, and I did not want my hairdresser to look down and read what I was reading because I was really ashamed. So I love that video. And so if you have not watched that video, I will drop it down right here as a next video you should watch thumbnail. So yeah, that is my mid-year freakout. How did I do? That was my first one. Did I do good? I hope I did. I hope I made y'all proud. Anywho, if you like this video, make sure that you thumbs it up, send it to your granny, and leave me a comment, and I will talk to you guys on Monday. But I will be posting in my community tab and dropping shorts here and there. And then if you miss me, you can join my Discord, Raggedy Reads. It's a little lounge. I post in there, try to post in there every day, and we are just in there talking about what we reading, you know, what we watching, what we're into for the weekend and for the week. And so if you are looking for a book space, a little book community that you can, you know, have for yourself, definitely check out my Discord group. And if you're looking for a book club that is just really popping, has a lot of good engagement, a lot of good books, fun time, always a vibe. Definitely join my book club, the official chapter chat over on Fable, because every day is a good time over there. And I'm very proud of our book club because we're growing slowly, but our engagement is really good. And so I'm proud of us and I want you to be a part of it, okay? Anywho, that is it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.